Roosevelt Island's a really unique place. It's located right in the middle of the East River.
This is long, slender body of the city floating in the middle of water.
With Queens on one side, Manhattan on the other.
When you're here looking at the city, it's just an amazing kind of experience.
And to be able to imagine a new campus identity with a landscape that's open to all, it's an opportunity unlike any other we can think of.
To get an organization like Cornell to build a graduate engineering campus there is one of the most impactful things that we have done.
We're looking at building up a structure where academic excellence and leadership is represented by the faculty. The next generation is represented by the students. The company viewpoints is represented by the companies that are on campus. Given the importance of information industries here in New York City, a focus on these digital disciplines and information disciplines would be the most relevant to tying to the business community in New York, to the potential economic development here in the city.
Part of Cornell's DNA is really community engagement. We're certainly thinking about that on Roosevelt Island. We have 2.5 acres of open space that will certainly be open to the community to use.
The goal of the master plan was to create a campus that is a pedestrian-oriented campus. We want to link our public spaces to the public spaces of the island. We want people to feel like they're invited.
And the solution for the master plan was the idea of the tech walk, and that spine of circulation throughout the campus would be naturally elevated by the topography, and that comes right up to the front door and into the buildings.
The landscape or the open space ground plane, we call it the tissue that's going to hold it all together, so that it's not just an ensemble of really great buildings, but it's something that is held by the matrix.
The desire to produce a state-of-the-art building having to do with its use of resources is completely parallel to the ambition of the research mission of the campus.
During the course of a year, we would generate enough energy on campus to run the academic building.
It's literally a lily pad, and then the building is under this thing. And when you get into the there's going to be an entry space, and it's in line with 57th Street. Very literally, you're part of Manhattan. And then from that point, all of the spaces facing west are open labs. There's a commitment to that collective endeavor of research. And that the dialogue will be evident by the nature of the spaces and the lack of privacy or a kind of a radical promotion of transparency. It'll be clear to somebody visiting this is not a typical academic setting.
The residential building is a really critical part of the campus. It makes it a community and a neighborhood.
We're brought into a kind of condensed relationship, a kind of supercharged lifestyle, I think, an academic and research lifestyle.
We think sustainability should be part of every design challenge or problem, but for an applied sciences campus, it's fundamental. So we're looking at ways to radically increase the energy efficiency of this building and also make the residents active participants in their own sustainability.
Placemaking is one of our city's core competencies, and so this notion that Cornell was investing heavily in Roosevelt Island and creating something that doesn't exist today, that was provocative, innovative, and badly needed in the city was very attractive to us.
This campus here is an invention already, and this particular building, a co-location building, is even more of an invention. Here's a case where there's a completely catalytic concentration of both academia, industry, and innovation in one place.
So how can this building help foster those relationships? How can we think of creating kind of an architectural, in a way, hothouse that can make different kinds of people come together?
If we actually carve the building in two, and from that center, an ability to spill down and up through the building, so the disconnection that one could experience in a core building is now transformed to a catalytic connection between the landscape, between the floors, and between the tenants, both academic and entrepreneurial.
I think at the larger city scale, what we hope is that this becomes an intellectual center.
That this campus will be seen as a place where people interested in using tech to make a difference in the world will find this to be a place that's a magnet for them.
If there ever was an organization that knew how to deal with a complex, multifaceted, very diverse city like ours, it is Cornell.